Hello viewers, this is Just Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigeria news and now the news in details. Person behind Buhari's leaked speech has been traced. The presidency on Tuesday disclosed that the person who leaked President Muhammad Buhari's draft speech hours before he delivered his address to the nation on Monday night has been traced. Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity Femi Disçlo made disclosure when he appeared on This Morning program of TVC News. The version released was full of errors and was already circulating on social media before the actual broadcast to the nation. Asked to clear the confusion on the lockdown where some newspapers carried out different dates, the presidential spokesman said there is just one authentic copy of the broadcast, which is the one released from the media office. But then I recognized that a couple of hours before the broadcast itself, a copy of the purported speech had been circulating, particularly on WhatsApp. If you compare the two, yes, there are some similarities, but then there are also wide differences. You have just mentioned the effective day, particularly of the gradual easing of the lockdown. What happened was that somebody got hold of the initial draft of the broadcast and played hanky-panky with it by releasing it through the social media. If you know the processes that a broadcast goes through before it gets recorded, the script will originate from the relevant government agency, department, parastatal of ministry, whoever heads that agency, ministry or parastatal sign up on it, and then they sent it to the presidential office. When it gets to the presidential office, it gets through a number of hands again, because the president's thought must be infused and injected into that draft. There are some things that may be in it that the president may completely not agree with. Finally, it comes to the media office, and I sign on it, which I also did yesterday before the broadcast was recorded. I signed on the final copy before the broadcast was recorded. So some hours before the recording was played back, I saw something circulating on social media. I knew that that was not the copy that I signed off on. Then we began to investigate. It has been found out that the original script from inception was what somebody laid hands on and released to the social media. Speaking on some mainstream media reporting from the leaked speech, Disçlo said, well, mainstream media knows how we release our statements. Whatever document that we are releasing, they should know how to authenticate it. It comes from the media office. So if any mainstream media is now taking its information from the social media, that mainstream media is to be blamed, because we duly released the authentic copy of that broadcast by 8:06 p.m. The mainstream media should not have depended on a leaked copy, which turns out to have many discrepancies compared with the original and final copies. On the reopening of worship centers and schools and whether it is a bit hasty considering the lives of the children, the presidential spokesman said what Mr. President said yesterday was that from Monday, May 4th, there will be a gradual opening up, and what that means is that the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 will give a guideline of what can be done and what cannot be done under the gradual easing up. Remember that the president stressed yesterday that some other things will continue, like social distancing, not congregating for religious effect. It is on the broadcast yesterday, but the presidential task force will continue to advise on how we can open up and return to normal life gradually. Asked if the same rule applied to schools and school children, Disçlo said yes, but if you look at what the army did about a week ago, it opened up its schools, but not at every level. Those who are in senior secondary schools preparing for WAEC are supposed to return to school to write their exams, and he said gradually it will go down to different grades. I don't want to preempt what the guidelines of the presidential task force will be like, but definitely there will be a guideline on how schools can begin to reopen. It may not be the whole schools, because if a school has a population of 1,000, it may have an effect. But those who are going to write WAEC are the ones to resume. Wow. So guys, you've heard it all. You can see that even before the President Muhammadu Buhari gave his speech yesterday, according to what we heard, they said that there has been a lot of copyright. You can imagine. Nigeria for that matter. Nigeria for that matter. Everything about us is always wrong. Everything about our leaders is always wrong. President wants to give a speech and they are having like a wrong copy circulating on social media already. You can imagine this. Nigeria is dead. I'm telling you. And it is time we wake up from our slumber. And even this Femi Adesina of its stuff is not helping matter at all. And now they are giving excuse. I think there is no room for any excuse. They don't have to give excuse. This is to tell you that they are not security conscious at all. There is no room for excuse. They can't tell us all this and we will believe, because that is what they used to do. So the president's speech should be handed over to him by Femi Adesina. I think he needs to do his job and stop pointing fingers on an unknown human being. He should stop pointing fingers. And Nigerians are saying that APC is a fraud association of past criminals. God will judge us. And they said that good people of Nigeria, please let me know why you are stupid government are telling us the true story. So please update our Nigerian Subjas John. The thing is that they don't need to start coming out and start giving us a different excuse that we don't need. We don't need all that. We all know that the speech is customized and recorded. Exactly what has happened. And it was not the handwork of the president, but the handwork of Femi Adesina and others that wrote the speech for our President Muhammadu Buhari. And this is to tell you that they were illiterate and could not see the errors which Femi did. They could not see any error. To even spoil matter, Femi edited his own copy and did not carry others along before it was delivered. And that is why the satellite copy was different. Exactly what happened. That is the reason why it was different, because he realized that the one that was sent out on social media was not signed by him. This is to tell you that the presidency are nowhere to be found. And Femi is the one pushing the responsibility to the task force. He's the one doing everything. Like, seriously, this is crazy. Our Nigerian government, may God help us. Nothing like opening of schools. And what have they done? And finally, I'm telling you, the president was not present, was not there. Even his vice to handle the situation. They just pre-recorded everything. This is to tell you that nothing is safe again in Nigeria. Nothing is safe. Everything about our Nigerian government, nothing is safe. I'm telling you. And people are saying that when Mr. Femi, you need to be very careful with us in this country. You told us that President Muhammadu Buhari will give live broadcast, and here you are telling us some things easier. These people, they are full of corruption, whether we like it or not. They are full of corruption. They are just APC people. They always shift blames, like Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. That is what they do. They shift blame. And trust me, they know what they are doing. So Nigeria, our president wants to give a speech now. We have the original copy, we have the fake copy that was sent to the social media. This is to tell you that Buhari is not in charge. So guys, what is your own take about this? What do you think? Your comment is highly appreciated, and kindly drop your comment at the comment section below. For those who subscribe, I want to say a very big thank you to you For subscribing, we say God bless you. If you're yet to do so, please kindly press the subscription button. And also, please don't forget to press the notification button so that whenever we upload news, you will be the first person to watch our latest news. God bless you once again, and always stay safe.